you free. I told you you could always count on me. Always count
Greetings
on
to
me.
my gentle viewing audience. It's your man Shane Black, and I'm back. I'm back tonight to talk to you about what was Florida's House Bill 1557, which morons like Amy Schumer and Wanda Sykes and that forgettable hoe from that scary movie franchise, it would call the Don't Say Gay Bill, even though the word gay is not mentioned anywhere in the bill. If you can read a script, you should be able to read a piece of legislation, though you likely wouldn't have the intelligence to understand what the words were that were being used in it. Let me get right down to it, because there's this, I don't even want to call him, well, he's a teacher, but he's teaching children shit that he shouldn't be. Cory Bernaert. Hold on, gentle viewing audience. Now, as I was saying, Cory Bernaert is a teacher at Barbara A. Harvey Elementary School, and that's located in Florida. We're going to play an interview that he did. It was aired today. Oh, what is today? March 29th. But I'm going to interject with some points every now and then. So let's go ahead, gentle viewer, and have a listen.
Teacher at Barbara A. Harvey Elementary in Parrish, Florida. He is openly gay and has spoken about how this new law is going to impact his classroom. Cory, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. Just give me first your reaction.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
To the Florida governor signing this into law.
Yeah, it's twofold. It really hits hard in my heart professionally and personally, both. Professionally, it truly makes me feel like I am not trusted as a professional.
Okay, Cory. Now you say you feel like you're not trusted as a professional. And the thing is, you are. You're trusted as a professional because you're being paid to teach. You are trusted to teach children, our children, reading, writing, and arithmetic, not morals. No parent is going to entrust their child to your ass in order to teach him morals and values. So when it comes to that, no, you're not trusted, and you should feel that you're not trusted. I just want to cuss you out right now, but let's just go right back to the interview. Have a look.
I know my kindergarten standards through and through, and nowhere in our curriculum does it have anything about teaching sexual orientation or sexual identity. So for them to say that's happening, it's kind of crazy. But we should be able to have discussions, and that's what we're encouraged to do in kindergarten.
Boom. There it is. Like I said. Did you hear that? First, this jackass said nowhere in the curriculum does it talk of teaching sex orientation or sexual identity. And then shortly thereafter, approximately 12 seconds, this motherfucker said, but we should be able to have discussions, and that's what we are encouraged to do in kindergarten. That's why a law is needed. That's why a law has been put in place. A law that, 60, well, let me just give you some quick figures here. 69% of Republicans, 62% of Democrats, 57% of independents back this new law. And across racial lines, there were pretty much no differences. It was supported by 63% of white people, 66% of black folks, and 62% of Latinos. And 68% of parents support the Florida bill's classroom instruction regulations. And in America, 64% support the bill's ban on classroom instructions on sexual orientation and gender identity in grades K through 3, or, got to keep that or in there, or at any level if it is not presented in a manner that is age or developmentally appropriate. Whereas only 21% said they oppose the bill. Now, you keep that in mind. You've got Disneyland, a place that my nephews wanted to go. We will never go to Disneyland, and I will never pay to see another Marvel movie. And the only reason I've got Disney Plus is that it came free from Verizon. So as soon as that 6 months is up, shit, that Disney Plus is gone. Hell, even though I got it for free, I don't really watch it. There's nothing there I want to look at. But we will never pay to see another Disney film. Now, let's go ahead and hold on. Let's go ahead. Let's just get back to this interview. Hold on, and let's have a look.
And then personally, because, my kids do have questions. They want to know who my partner is in pictures outside of my classroom, and I should be able to speak to that.
Yeah, I'd apologize for using expletives and profane language, but sometimes there's really no way around it. It's the only way to describe a son of a bitch. Because that son of a bitch just said, my kids do have questions. They want to know who my partner is. Who the fuck told Cory that these were his children? That these were his kids? When you drop your child off at school, are you giving up custody of your child to the teacher, to the school? Is that bundle of joy no longer yours, but Cory's, while in that classroom? So that's Cory's child. You're just feeding, clothing, and sheltering that individual, but that's Cory's child. You just heard him. This type of thinking is what's wrong with teachers now. Cory has no right to make any sort of attempt to, here's that word, indoctrinate. Make your children think that Cory or his way of life or something that your children should aspire to or even find acceptable. Hey, you look it up in the Bible, and it says something to the effect, I can't give you the exact quote, and it's in the Bible. YouTube sisters can look it up, where it talks about the man lay with man and your ass is going to hell and shit. And then he says something along the lines of, if they ask what a partner is, then he could just say, hey, you ever seen Batman and Robin? Laurel and Hardy? Just tell her that this is somebody. This is the person I choose to spend my life with. And after you tell them that, then you need to tell them they need to do some counting, learn some alphabet, dissect a frog for shit. Just do something that is related to academics. And I'd have to ask, because I believe he said the pictures were outside of the class. Why in the hell are there pictures of him in the class? Him, his partner, whatever else. Put that shit on your desk and then call it a day. But pictures of him and his partner should not be plastered over the class. They shouldn't be plastered in the hallway. And I'm going to take a step. And, no, hold on, because that's going to be in my next clip. So let's get back to it. One moment, let's get back to that interview.
So do you worry that you won't even be able to talk about your own personal home life? I mean, I have a child in kindergarten right now. I know exactly that my child has 2 teachers, one of which has a daughter at home and is single. The other is married and has 4 children. I know everything about their lives because my kid tells me.
Absolutely. You are 100% correct. That's what we do as educators. We build relationships with our kids.
Stranger danger. Well, tell your kids to watch the hell out, because Cory Bernaert says he wants to build a relationship with your child. That is just some nasty, creepy ass pedophilia shit. I told you to just be some profanity, but come on. Come on. Really? This man wants to have relationships with children. Ask yourself, if your child is on the bus, on the way home from school, and it's the same time I get off of work, I'm on the bus too. And your child's 10, 8, 5. Although I don't know why the hell your 5-year-old would be riding the metro on the way home by himself or herself. But if I tried to build a relationship with your 5-year-old child, hell, I wouldn't blame you if you shot me. Because I'd have no business doing that shit. Just because you are a teacher in a school, you are not there to build a relationship with any of those children. You are there to teach them. So you must have Cory must have some kind of mental disorder. And the fact of the matter is that he is not alone with this disorder. These are not your kids, Cory, and I've said it more than once. So why the fuck are you trying to build a relationship with somebody else's child? A 5-year-old needs to be building relationships with other 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 3-year-olds. Their mom, their dad, their grandma, their grandpa, aunt, uncle, cousins. I shouldn't even say the last person, because there's no reason in this fucking world that someone else's kid should be trying to build a relationship with your old ass. Bitch. Maybe if Cory and teachers like him spent less time talking about their personal lives during a period of time when they are being paid to instruct your children in the art of reading, writing, and arithmetic, maybe our children would achieve more academically. Because as it stands, and this is the last time they did a study, and it was a program for international student assessment. You can look it up. These are highly qualified individuals. They did it for like 77 different countries. And let's just see. Like the United States was, I believe, 11th in reading, 37th in math, and 17th in, what the hell was the other one? Give me a moment. Let me access a teleprompter. Science literacy. They were at 17th. Why? Because teachers are so busy talking about gender identity and sexual identity and homosexuality and LGBT stuff that your children are losing out, because that shit doesn't happen in any school where any of my children go, because I ask. And look this up. If I find the link, I'll try to put it in the description box. But apparently, some teacher decided to have a wellness walk or something, but the children were carrying like gay pride paraphernalia, we'll call it. And someone, I may have been another teacher, said, well, why call it a wellness walk when in fact we know it was a gay pride parade? The fuck do you have fourth graders who you just give them some shit and they're going to carry it because you're the teacher, my grade depends on this, I need to get an A. What the fuck, you want me to carry a dildo? I'll carry a dildo, but I need to get my grades up. And you act like they support that shit when they don't even know what the fuck it is. I'm sorry, this just makes me angry, the whole subject matter. That's it, that's all, gentle viewer.